Hello Leo, this is Annie Carolina from WhiteLightAngels.com with your monthly intuitive reading. This month I'm using the Angels of Atlantis cards. We're only using one deck this month. Compared to last month, we're going to do it differently every month. So as usual, my disclaimer is that this is a general reading. Take whatever resonates with you and leave the rest. If you have a moon sign in another sign, you can always go to one of the other videos and see if that resonates with you as well. If you want a more personal insight into your energies with angel cards, you can go to my web pages. I have a Danish and an English one, or you can just support me on Patreon if that's what you want. All the links are down below. But now we're going into your month of September, Leo, and the first card popped up. And I'm going to pull 5 cards approximately. So here we have 3 of them. Wow. I just turned them over. You have surrender, courage, and mercy already. Let's see what's coming up in the last 2 cards. Balance. Let me just feel my way. They feel weird, the cards. Here we go. In empathy. Okay, they say 6 cards. I'm going to pull 6 cards for you. There. Let's see. What we have is serenity. A lot of the same cards come up. Serenity being one of them in these readings for September. Let me see what we have here. Okay, I'm gonna put them like this so I can better see. I'm gonna show them to you in a minute. Okay. Okay. Now I see the story. First you had Safkiel with surrender coming up, followed by Gabriel with balance. So where in your life have you been pushing on too hard? My dear Leo? You need to surrender to the concept of balance, meaning balance is not... a lot of people have in their minds, you know, these pictures of, I only have one crystal with me, but you know these pictures of stones on top of each other, Zen pictures that are lying around the internet, where that they're supposed to portray balance, and so you get this image sometimes that balance is something steady, something still. But in actuality, a balance is just like a seesaw. It's going down and it's going up. It's going one way, it's going the other. It's like when you're balancing on your foot. Imagine that. If you are to stand on one leg and balance on one leg, your foot will, if this is your foot, it will continuously do like this. It will shift a little bit, maybe not, I'm exaggerating the movement so you can see, but it will go one way and the other way, one way and the other way, to keep the balance, to keep you from falling. The muscles will be working. It is not like a statue still. And that is actually what balance is. So if you if you get out of balance, you tip over, because the movement to one side was too big, so you lost your balance. So you need to surrender to the fact that you need balance. And balance does not mean standing still. It does not mean not doing anything. It does not mean letting something completely go. It just means if you can sway back and forth between things. It's like if you were ever only inhaling breath, there was not going to be much balance in you, in your body, because you need to exhale as well. For every inhale, there's an exhale. For every exhale, there's an inhale. That's the balance in your breath. And so, if you can use that image for yourself where it applies in your life, where do you need to sway a little bit in the opposite direction of where you've been going to create that balance? That is a question that the angels ask of you this month of September. And then we have courage. I have a dog hair that's tickling me, sorry. Courage and empathy comes up. Courage and empathy. So, being in balance, especially if you're not used to it, takes courage. It takes courage and empathy in the way that you need to have empathy with yourself. You need to have empathy with the soul that lives inside of you and what your inner soul, your inner child, your inner grown-up needs. All of these things, you need to actually have your own back and love yourself and be nice to yourself. That takes courage sometimes, because let me go inside. Because Leo, you've been given and given and giving, and so that's becoming a habit. And that's a nice habit, but are you turning it around and giving to yourself? Are you getting anything for yourself? That's the question. Are you afraid to do that because it might upset the balance you've created somewhere else with other people? Look into that. I see that being an issue that you might have to look into. It's not an uncommon issue, let me just say that. We all fall into that rabbit hole sometimes. And then we have Metatron with mercy. Mercy. Show yourself mercy. And also, how can I say this? I want to say it nicely. Okay, I'm just going to say it the way they said it to me. Show other people mercy by backing off. You mean well with helping and giving, but maybe they need a breather too. Maybe they would actually be happy if you took a step back and gave to yourself for a little while. Show them mercy, and not in a bad way, but show there's like how can I say this? It's like this orb in the card. There's like this energy swishing around, the other way around probably, and it's energy in motion, which is emotions. And so if you don't show mercy for yourself, for others, and seek that balance, it will become blocked. Then it cannot move. And there's nothing worse than blocked emotions. They create all sorts of problems for us in our lives. And so, if you do that, it will lead you to a very peaceful place. We've got serenity here. Let me see if I can hold this up. We've got serenity here, and it will lead you to this peaceful place, which is the place we all have inside of us and can be accessed when we have balance, when we achieve balance in our life. Balance is not a bad word. I know it's been overused so much, but if you just remember the concept of swaying back and forth to keep your balance, not standing still, it doesn't mean that, to achieve this balance you have to give something up completely, but it means also making room for other things. Let me see, I'm pulling the top card here. Yeah, use your intuition. Raziel with intuition. You have all the answers inside of you. You have all the resources inside of you, but do you dare use them, Leo? Do you dare say, nope? And when people question you why, it's just because that's how I feel. That's my gut feeling. It's a no. I don't want to do this. I can't explain it. Or the opposite, I want to do this. I can't explain it, but that's just my gut feeling. That's just my intuition. telling me I'm just feeling a tingling. And people will be like, what are you talking about? But Leo, that is what you need to do. Let me see. Surrender. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Just have you some of you, this is a general reading of course, but I get this feeling some of you haven't been very courageous in the fighting sense of the word. I see you almost on a battlefield with a shield in front of you, fighting it out. You need to surrender that battle now if you're going to find your inner peace and your inner balance. You really need to put down the shield, retrieve, go away, go somewhere else, leave the battlefield. That's what I'm getting. And forgiveness comes up. Forgiveness. It's very important to forgive yourself for having engaged in this battle, for maybe having lost the battle, or winning the battle even and feeling guilty about that. But it's also important to this opponent you've been battling. Forgive them for being your opponent. Let it go. Take the wisdom, take the experiences, take whatever you learned, take the lessons with you, but let it go. That's what you need to surrender. Find your inner empathy for yourself and your opponent. The human part, the soul part of the other persons, maybe even. Let me see if I have anything else for you. That was it. That was the message for Leo of September 2016. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, if you like this video, subscribe to the channel so you will get more videos. Share with a fellow Leo, or just support me on Patreon, or book a personal reading, or follow me on the blog, or on Facebook, on Instagram, whatever you like. I want to keep connected to you. Thank you so much for watching. Much love. Bye.